Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the month of February, which means it is the month of love. It's the month of romance. I love everything about love. And I thought, what better way to celebrate the month of February, the month of love, by reading my most anticipated romance books. And I'm just so excited for this video. I have been wanting to read these romance books for the longest time. I've had them since I want to say November of last year. So I have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, I have King of Greed by Anna Wong, and then I have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. And I'm just so excited to read all three of these books. Just reading them in the month of February seems so fitting, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up. So we're gonna read my most anticipated romance books for a week and see what these are all about. And I'm so excited, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I don't know which one I want to read first. I'm thinking that I want to read either King of Greed or Check and Mate first. I haven't read an Ali Hazelwood book in a long time. I want to say the last Ali Hazelwood book I read was, I think, in 2022, I want to say, maybe, or it might have been early 2023 that I read an Ali Hazelwood book. The last Ali Hazelwood book I read was The Love Hypothesis. I've heard so much about. I've heard people really like this one. I really haven't heard much about King of Greed. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna start with Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood first, because I finished King of Pride not that long ago, a couple months ago. It wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought it was going to, so I don't really know if I'm in the mood for an Anna Wong book right now. I think I'm gonna start with Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. The last Ali Hazelwood book I read, I really enjoyed, so I'm excited for this one. This is about Mallory Greenleaf, and she used to be a chess playing prodigy, but it tore her family apart in some way, and so she stopped playing. But one day she decides to play a world reigning champion, and she ends up beating him, and he ends up becoming fixated with her, not really understanding how or why a rookie beat him in his own game. And so their love story starts there, and I'm just honestly so excited. The way that she wrote her main male character in The Love Hypothesis, if it's anything like that, I will be literally so excited. I love Dr. Carlson in The Love Hypothesis. He was just one of the best book boyfriends, and so I'm excited to see what Nolan is like in this one. And so we're just gonna go ahead and start reading. I'm super excited. I'm going to see if I can get this on my Kindle. I've really been liking reading on my Kindle lately. I feel like I read so much faster on my Kindle, but if not, we'll just read the physical copy. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and just start reading and go from there. And I guess I'll talk to you guys if I have any thoughts or opinions on Check and Mate. Next day, and we are about 42% of the way through Check and Mate. And guys, I forget how much I enjoy Ali Hazelwood's writing. Her characters are just so funny, and just her writing is set in modern day, and the way that she writes in modern day is so entertaining and so funny. And I forget how much I love her writing and her characters, and even her supporting characters are just so good, and I just love everything about Check and Mate so far. And we're about 42% of the way through, but we haven't really gotten into like the nitty gritty of the romance yet, which is like, I didn't expect this to be more of like a slow burn type of book. I was expecting it to get more towards the romance like way earlier on than what's happening right now. But honestly, when I tell y'all, the little crumb Miss Hazelwood has given us of romance so far, I'm eating it up. I'm devouring the crumbs. I'm devouring the crumbs that she's given me so far. I'm devouring them, and I love them. We've gotten one little touch where we've gotten one little scene where they touch each other, and I need more. I need to keep reading, and I need more because the way that the crumbs are just not enough. Like, I need the whole cake. I need to have my cake and eat it too. Like, that's how I'm feeling right now, and it's really holding out on me right now, to be honest. And just like, I'm excited to see how she plays out the rest of their relationship, like throughout the rest of the book, because the book isn't super long. It's only 354 pages long, and we're almost already halfway through, and we really haven't gotten to see that much of the two main characters together. So I'm kind of excited to see how she plays that out without it feeling like a little too rushed, and without it feeling like too rushed and underdeveloped, if that makes sense. So I'm excited to keep reading and kind of see what she does with their romance. But honestly, Ali Hazelwood's book boyfriends are just the best, to be honest. Like, they're all so like stoic and just like calm book boyfriends, like book characters, and it's just, I love a nice, calm, stoic, humble person, a humble guy, and I just love that that's how she makes her book boyfriends. And then the main female character, again, so funny, so relatable. It's just good. It's just so good. Like, again, even if I haven't gotten to see much of them together, the little scenes that I did get to see where they were together for longer than 2 seconds were like kind of really good. I'm excited to see what happens, and I think we're gonna keep reading, and we're just gonna see if I have anything else to say later on. Check and Mate. It's been a couple days, and all I have to say is 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, because this book was honestly so fun. This book was so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, this book was not centered around the romance as much as I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna compare it to The Love Hypothesis for a sec. The Love Hypothesis was more so focused on the romance than the STEM part of the book. This one was more so, I want to say, focused on chess than it was focused on the romance. Like, the romance was still pretty prominent, but it definitely wasn't, it didn't feel like the center of the book like I thought it was going to, which is honestly kind of fine, because I still really thoroughly enjoyed it. I know nothing about chess. But I feel like I know a little something now. I feel like I could definitely play chess, which is a really big delusion, because I definitely don't know how to play chess after reading this, but it feels like I do. I might play chess. I might think about playing chess, you guys. Not really. This book was honestly so fun and so good. I love the way Ali Hazelwood writes her book boyfriends. They're always so like calm and stoic, and in the book they're also described as steady, and I can agree with that. Like, reading about them makes me feel calm in a way, and I don't know how that works, but Ali Hazelwood's writing, I also really enjoyed her supporting characters in this book too. They were all really really funny, and that's something I really enjoy. I really enjoy supporting side characters when they're written the right way, and these were written really well. I really enjoyed this book, and I gave it a 4 stars because it was just so fun to read, and I need to read more by her. I don't know why I don't read more by her, because I really enjoy her writing. Now we're getting on to another romance, one of my other most anticipated romances. I'm kind of nervous for this one because Anna Wong can really be a hit or miss for me. It really just depends on the book itself, but I feel like I have a good feeling about this one. So next we're gonna read King of Greed by Anna Huang. This is the 3rd book in the Kings of Sin series. So far I've been loving the series. I mean, there's only 3 books out, and I've only not really liked one of them, which was the 2nd book, King of Pride. Not even necessarily that it was a bad book, I just didn't think it was for me personally. King of Wrath was definitely a hit for me. I loved King of Wrath, so like I said, her books can be a hit or miss for me. I loved her Twisted, is that what it's called? The Twisted series? The Twisted Love series? The Twisted series? I'm pretty sure it's called the Twisted series, but I really enjoyed that series, that entire series. I only didn't like 1 out of the 4 books, but yeah, I am excited to read this one. This one is a special edition book. It's an exclusive illustrated edition, so it has like illustrations in it, and it's so pretty. But yeah, we are going to read King of Greed next and see where this goes. I'm gonna read it on, where's my Kindle? My Kindle's in my living room. I'm gonna read it on my Kindle because I love my Kindle so much, and I feel like I read like 50 million times faster on my Kindle than I do reading physical books. I don't know what kind of crack they put in Kindles, but I love my Kindle so much. I saw a TikTok yesterday where this girl was saying that she only reads books on her Kindle that she has the physical copy of, and that's very true. I have so many like books on my Kindle that I want to read, but I just refuse to read them until I have the physical copy. And so since I have the physical copy of King of Greed, I'm gonna read it on my Kindle. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start reading. I guess I'll talk to you guys if I have anything to say. Here's a little update on King of Greed. Honestly, I'm really liking it so far. Well, first of all, I'm about 40% of the way through King of Greed now. It's a couple days later, and honestly, my opinion on it so far is that I can tell this is gonna be a hit from Miss Wong, from Miss Anna Wong. This is gonna be a hit for me, and I'm so excited. I love Anna Wong's writing. And I think it's so good so far. You guys know that the whole my wife trope, where's my wife, like don't touch my wife, like, you know, that's my jam. You know, that's my peanut butter and jelly jam, you know what I mean? And so far in this book, everybody, like, you know, okay, it gets on my nerves when a female main character like can't stand on business. She is standing on business in this book right now, y'all, but also the main male character is also standing on business, so they're kind of butting heads right now. That's like the whole point of the story, is for them to butt heads because he doesn't want to divorce her, but she wants the divorce. But y'all, everybody is standing on business. Everybody's standing on business. And I kind of love that. Like, I kind of love that she's giving him a little bit of pushback. Not even a little bit. She's giving him a lot of pushback. And I like that about the main female characters, that she has a backbone. And I feel like, like a lot of main female characters can have a backbone, but I feel like she's been standing on business for real. Like, she has not been letting the main male character push her around. Like, she slipped up a couple times, okay, now, but we're all human, and I can forgive her for that. But overall, she's been standing on business. And also, like, you know how I tell you all the time that if you've never read Anna Wong before, she's like notorious for putting just the most random plot twists into her stories, and I can already tell like the plot twist is gonna be something crazy in this one, because the way that just like some random stuff was just brought up, and it's like, okay, this is the random plot twist, it needs to unfold, but I can tell this is going to be the random plot twist. That's like my favorite part about her writing. It's just like the random outrageous plot twists that just kind of make no sense and like don't really add too much to the story except like pure entertainment. I love it. That's like one of the best parts of her writing. I don't really have much else to say except that main characters, they're all standing on business. I love the my wife trope. And I'm ready for this plot twist to unfold because I need to know what random thing is happening later on. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys a little bit because I'm almost halfway through the story. I guess I'll update you guys if I have anything else to say. It's been a couple days since the last time I talked to you guys. I know, it's been a couple days, I know, but I haven't really had much to say. Like, well, actually I do kind of have a lot to say, so I don't know why I'm saying it. I mean, I haven't really had that much to say over the past couple days, but I have a lot to say right now, which is why I'm filming. So hello, hi. I'm 81% of the way through King of Greed now. We have less than 20% left. We're gonna finish it today. I have been really enjoying it, to be honest. This Anna Wong book, this book from Anna Wong this time has really surprised me, and I'm like excited to see how she wraps it up, because first of all, this whole book, and I've said this before, this whole book, main female character is standing on business. Like, she's putting her foot down, kind of. She's like, usually Anna Wong's books usually have something crazy go down. Nothing really crazy has gone down during, I mean, we still have 20% left. So, I mean, let me not say anything too early, but usually Anna Wong's books are pretty tame the first half. And then the second half of the book, something like a really random plot twist happens. And that hasn't happened in this book yet, which has really been surprising to me. This book has been very like mellow compared to her other books, and I'm really enjoying that part about it. Like, it's a very mellow plot. It's like, it's a very realistic story in certain aspects. Like, this is I feel like this is a very realistic point of view to what a real divorced couple would act like and go through if the man was trying to win the woman back. Like, it's not, she didn't write it in sort of like a, oh, like, he apologized. Like, she didn't write it in a way where it was like, oh, he apologized and did a few nice gestures and she was like, okay, I forgive you, like, let's get back together. Like, it's not like that. And it's very realistic to, like, I feel like what an actual real couple in real life would go through when it comes to like the struggles of trying to like forgive, you know, the man chasing after the woman after he realizes too late that he loses her. Like, and that's something I really enjoy about it. Main female character is still like, she still has a lot of like self-preservation. You can tell like she's kind of cracking, maybe a little bit, maybe just a tiny bit, she's cracking, but she still has a lot of self-preservation. So I'm excited to see how she wraps it up. We're gonna finish this today and start another book today, and so yeah, we're gonna come back whenever I finish. So I finished King of Greed a couple hours ago. I finished King of Greed this morning, and honestly, other than what I've already said, I don't really have that much else to say. There was the plot twist, but honestly, it was not as crazy as some of her other plot twists have been in her books. It was just really random. but all of her plot twists are really random. So I don't really know. I'm gonna go ahead and rate the book a 3 stars. Again, it was really entertaining, and I honestly really liked the way that she wrote the story. It was very different from a lot of her other books. Like I said, like just the way that she wrote the story and the way the plot was in general. I really liked the way that she wrote it. And again, it was very different from what she usually writes. So that was a surprise. It was a good surprise. But I am excited for her next book, which is going to be King of Sloth. That's about Xavier and Sloane. And I've been so excited for Sloane's story, because just the way that everybody talks about her in her books, like she's not the romantic type. I'm so excited for her next book to come out. Like that is like my most anticipated read out of the Kings of Sin series is Sloane and Xavier's story. So I'm super excited for that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start Wildfire. Wildfire has been on my TBR for like the longest time, so we're gonna go ahead and get this one out of the way. I guess I'll talk to you guys whenever I talk to you guys. So basically all the footage I filmed for Wildfire in that part of the video was corrupted. Woohoo! Love that for me. Love that for me. That's perfect. That's great. That's fine. So basically, to sum it up, I read Wildfire and it was a 3 stars out of 5 stars for me. There was nothing wrong with it. It was still very entertaining. The vibes were immaculate. Like the summer vibes were immaculate. I love the fact that it was set in summer. I wish I could have read it in summer, because I feel like that would have elevated the experience a little bit more, was reading it in summer. But it was a nice escape to read it in the wintertime and have those summer vibes, and like it really transported you to like the summer camp vibe and everything like that. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. But I don't really have much to say about Wildfire. There wasn't really anything too memorable about the book in general. It was entertaining and it was a fast read. So again, I don't really have that much to say about it. Literally, my favorite book out of all 3 that I read was Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I really enjoyed one thing I did enjoy about Wildfire and Check and Mate, something that they both had in common, was the fact that the main male characters were kind of more on the shy side, more on the humble side, which I really enjoyed. Like, it's a nice break from, say, something like King of Greed, where the main male character is very cocky, very confident, like knows he's the shit, kind of, you know what I mean? So it was a nice break from that kind of main male character by reading Wildfire and by reading Check and Mate, and having those kind of more humble, stoic, steady main male characters. But overall, I enjoyed all the books I read, and if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you stick around. Check out some of my other videos if you want to, and I guess I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys next. Bye!